Hello, lovelies. I have had a day. You would think that Mercury in retrograde had started already. But guess what? The part about magic is, and I just got through explaining this to a reading client, is that it is not this end all be all thing that's going to save your life. You actually have to put in the work. You got to ask the right questions. You've got to seize the right opportunities. And it was funny because, one of the times I did a live, I was talking about my daddy. I didn't think my daddy was ever going to call again because I told him I wasn't a Christian and that I practiced voodoo. And I thought I was never going to hear from my daddy again. And just when I was getting ready to go live, he calls asking me how we're doing, asking how things are going. And like I said, closed mouth doesn't get feet put in it either. But so you do have to know what you're saying when you open your mouth, Fern. Hey, Donna. Hi, Dia. So it's really important that when you do open your mouth, do know what the hell you're talking about. So my daddy called me just when I was getting ready to go on live. I know people were like, where the hell did she go? And like I said, I thought he would never call me again after I told him I was no longer a Christian. And then he calls me asking me all these questions. And you know what he calling me for? Some curtains. Talking about when you get a chance, can you go online and find me some dark green curtains? I'm like, I make curtains. I haven't bought a pair of curtains in God knows when, except for my room because I had a gift card, my bedroom. And I want to buy them at the store. I tell you, that's the one thing. People don't want to work. And if you don't work, you ain't going to get it. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples of how sometimes just not keeping your mouth shut will help you. I order from a bulk apothecary, and there's been a couple times where they haven't had stuff in stock and they've messed up my order, and they've always been really cool about accommodating me. I get a call early this morning telling me that that one of the things my sister ordered on our order together was not in stock, something that's very instrumental to the creation of her products. And, after all the rigmarole, I'm like, look, I was about to take a day off of work, drive 2.5 hours each way to go and get these materials because what we're doing is we're trying to save shipping costs. So I'm going to tell you what I want. I said, I don't want to pay for shipping on my stuff. I want you to send me my order here to my house tomorrow. And I want you to send my sister her tops to her address in Chicago when they come in. And like next day mail. Now, I don't know. Most people wouldn't even ask for something like that. They would just be like, oh, I'm going to go buy them someplace else or something else. But no, that wasn't going to happen. And sure enough, they're going to send the stuff. And they're going to send the stuff to my sister who needs it. Now, I'm going to give you another thing. And there's a contest at the end of this. So everybody knows that I moved to Ohio, and of course I had to get new license plates, so I got my cool personalized plates. I also am a big fan of the coexist symbol. I don't know if you can see it here in the live broadcast. So I ordered these license plate covers, okay? And this is about practical magic. This is about speaking things into existence. That's right, Dia. They better send it, and they better send it quick, or we're going to have a problem. Now, see, I've done told them, they got my order history. I said, you pay attention to the patterns here, and we're going to go back to both apothecary for just a minute. You see that month after month after month, I've gone from ordering just a few things to several $100s every time I place an order with you. Would you like me to take my shit somewhere else? Because you all have to understand, that's the way, when you're talking about doing protests and having power, you got to own the power you have. And I know that I had the power to take my business elsewhere. And the same things with these banks and everything else. And I've been holding since last night the clear quartz crystal because I'm finding that sometimes, especially as Mercury in retrograde is coming up, people are being clear. And I always think I'm very clear. And I have miscommunications with people. So I have to make sure that I'm not all in my feelings and I'm not messing people's perceptions up by misstating something. So I got these license plate covers and I was going to put them on. Thought they'd be looking slick as hell, even though they really fingerprint pretty badly, on my new personalized Conjure license plates. So I requested a return because when I put these plates on, the opening so that you can see the tags are in the top. However, in the state of Ohio, our tags are on the bottom. They cover my tags. These were $18. They're plastic. And they cover my tags. So I can't put them on my license plate or I'm going to get stopped. So I sent a request to return it to Amazon yesterday. Okay? Now, and it's going to behoove you to listen to this story. So I've given you some tips. So the first person who answers this question correctly in my inbox will get these for free. Okay? So I told them that I moved from Chicago to Ohio and that I had no idea that these license plate covers would not work in Ohio. And I'd like to return them. Well, he sent me an email and he says, okay, well, I tell you what we can do is we can flip them over. They'll just screw in at the bottom and you can have the coexist on the top and you can send those back. And I said, great, thank you so much for doing that, thinking that would be the end of the story. I was very pleased with the results of the situation. They accommodated me and I was going to send these back and I was going to pay for the shipping to do so. Until they sent me another email. And the email was, well, also, we can't account for all of, because I just gave them a helpful suggestion that there should be an option, and there is not on the website, of whether you have the openings at the top or the bottom. Or it should be generated according to a customer's zip code, because if you are making license plate holders, you are the subject matter expert of license plates. Really, as the consumer, it's not my job. You should know which states have their tags on the top and which ones have on the bottom. It's on their websites. This is your business. So that when a customer orders from a certain state, that they choose the right option. Okay, just like Bulk Apothecary having us order stuff that's not in stock and not having their stock tied to their inventory system, to their customer service and ordering system, makes no sense in today's economy to do business like that. So like I said, I was really happy with the return. I asked for it. I could have just sat here and I could have just not did the work and just, either recycled these license plate holders or given them to somebody that I knew in Illinois where I know these work. So he sends me an email back being kind of testy, telling me, well, it's not our job for us to know the regulations of your state. And I'm like, why the fuck not? I said, but I tell you what, until you sent me this email, I was going to say this was a great experience. But you talked way too damn much. And I tell you what, you ain't got to send me nothing else. In fact, I don't want your license plate cover anymore. Okay? I will not be getting the return. I will not be working with you. And I will be giving these license plate covers away. Because I think that your attitude is rude and condescending. And you're shucking your responsibility as the manufacturer. Now, right or wrong, okay, but that was me, and I was in my feelings. They replied to me that they would send me, they were sorry, they didn't mean to do that, they will improve their process, and that they will send me new license plate covers done the right way at no charge, and that I am free to give these away. So I'm going to shine them up because my fingerprints are all over them. I don't want y'all having my fingerprints either. So the contest is, the first person to answer where these license plates could be used, and I gave the example several times in this conversation, hey, gets these free of charge. Okay? I'm going to pass this gift on to you. So if you live in a state, and it doesn't have to be the state that's the right answer, but I gave that answer several times during this live. If you live in a state and you like the coexist, I had an alarm go off because I have a meeting in a few minutes for my day job. If you have the right answer, you're the first person to answer in my inbox, personal inbox, Elizabeth Ruth, and you can use these license plate covers and you want them, I will send them to you at no charge. So let me tell you if you were listening. So the quick thing here today is I just did this so I could pass on a blessing. I don't believe in hoarding, so I really want to get them out of my house. I don't need them. But ask your deities, ask your ancestors, Ask your spirits, ask your angels. When you want some shit to go right for you, don't just sit and be like, oh, shit's fucked up, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because chances are, if you're asking them and you're serving them, they'll listen to you. If you are not talking to them, if you are not working with them, if you are not expressing your gratitude for their safety, security, and wise counsel, then they're not going to present opportunities for you, and they're not going to do it for you. You got to do the work. So, these are just small things in life where I have learned to use certain magical principles and certain things about my personality to get what I want. And I don't have to be nasty about it, but I don't have to be, a weakling about it either. So the one of the biggest things in magic is manifestation. And if you don't have any confidence that you can make something happen, guess what? It's not going to happen. So buying magical products, initiating into an ATR, going through the motions of a ritual are not the things that are going to make magic happen for you in your life. And magic is not going to happen like some big explosion out the sky. It's the little things. You'll start small and you'll start to see the effects of manifesting change in your life. And then you'll be able to move on to bigger and bigger things. I know I'm trying to, and I fully believe that I will. But if you don't start out with a belief system, you don't start out with a belief in yourself, then it's not going to work. And people are always asking, why did the magic fail? That's why the magic failed. So I look forward. I'm going to go back in here into my study and check my inbox and see if somebody's got the right answer and shine these little puppies up. And the next time I send some orders out, I'll send you these license plate covers. Y'all have a blessed day now.